Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Vedant and I will be discussing about a topic which none of us have discussed. It's an important one and it has been untouched by 20 of the participants who participated today. My topic is foreign my topic is budget 2023 and foreign policies. Why have I decided this topic? The reason behind it is the Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, once said that the center has allocated rupees 200 crore to Taliban. He wanted to say that center is funding Taliban and indirectly center is doing terror funding. But I want to give you the answers of three questions which will be giving you the answer, and I will be keeping it short as we are running short of time. So the three main questions that I will be covering are: how much do other countries spend on their foreign aid? It's important because if we are talking about India, we need to understand what are other countries doing. For example, Pakistan is paying. Uh, for example. For example, our neighbor Pakistan is paying more than 40% of its budget in repayment of loan. My second question that I will be answering today is: what are the main steps taken in budget 2023? And at last, the main and the most important question of the day is: why is foreign policy an important aspect of budget 2023? Why are we discussing it over here? So let's answer the first question that I raised: how much is America spending? America is approximately spending rupees 12 billion dollar on foreign aid. You will be surprised to hear that even if even if they have called their forces out from Afghanistan last year, still America is sending humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. What's the reason behind it? I'll be telling you later uh, in this session. One more country, which is Germany, it is also allocating rupees 3 billion dollar to its foreign aid. And then comes the European Union, which is spending $2 billion, and India is comparatively lesser because we are still a developing nation. We are not the superpower of the world. But we can be the regional power of South Asia and of Asia. Let us come to the next slide. We will be comparing what was the main. I will be comparing the budget of foreign the I will be comparing the foreign allocation of budget for to foreign countries 2022 versus 2023. So our biggest beneficiary is Bhutan. Bhutan is the country to which we are giving approximately 2400 crore rupees, and last year also this amount was used. It was 22,000 crore rupees. Yes, and after that Afghanistan, we are giving 200 crores, and last year also we gave Afghanistan 200 crore. And since we are running short of time, I will be keeping it very short. Now let's come to some foreign aids, some aids, aid, some aids that we are giving to foreign organizations like SARC Secretariat. We are paying 12 crore, and to BIMSTEC Secretariat we are giving 17 crore. To Commonwealth we are giving 12 crore, and this year we all know G20 presidency is being hosted by India. We have allocated 900 crore to G20 presidency for G20 presidency. Now, if we are talking about foreign policies, let us discuss from the very beginning what were the foreign policies of India since independence. So, the first phase was from 1947 to 1962, which was known as Nehruvian idealism. This was the phase when we believed in ethics and international laws. It was the phase when we gave Kashmir to Pakistan. we ran to United Nations instead of fighting for Kashmir. Then comes the strategic realism, which was given by Lal Bahadur Shastri ji in 1962. This contains national interest first before everything, and at last the third one is economic pragmatism, which was given by our former Prime Minister and former uh, Finance Minister of India. Economic pragmatism. It was the time when liberalization was there in India, and India's doors were open to foreign countries also. Next, come to the next slide. Now let's talk about the foreign policies of current government. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, our former president, former prime minister, once said, "We can change our neighbors, we can change our friends, but not our neighbors." Now the current policies also is surrounding around this neighborhood first, expanding global engagements, engage engaging new constructs like Nordic Indo Summit, uh, and some rescue operations that have been run during the government, like Operation Maitri, Operation Rahat. Operation Maitri was run with Nepal, and Operation Rahat was run with Rohingya refugees with Myanmar and Bangladesh. Now, geographic, okay. We have allocated 100 crore to Chabahar Port. Why? Because Chabahar Port is located in Iran. Why are we allocating money to Chabahar Port? The main reason behind it is it has a strategic location. It has importance of its location. This is the gateway by which we can enter entire Afghanistan and Middle East. And after that, let's talk about some our neighboring countries which have already gone bankrupt, like Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, then then Bhutan, Bhutan. Bhutan is one of our best friends forever, like BFF. Bhutan Treaty was signed in 1949, which included uh, which included which was due to the annexation of Tibet by China. Uh, and now let's talk about the Afghanistan. We are, as we know, Taliban has taken over the government, but still we are providing them the humanitarian assistance, which includes wheat vaccine. We also developed Parliament of Afghanistan recently. There are various road and dam projects that we have developed. Now let's come to Nepal. It was one of our best. It was one of our good friends, but China is now uh, uh, snatching our friends from us, like Sri Lanka and Nepal and Bangladesh. China is throwing a trap. They are giving them huge loans which cannot be repaid by them, and then they conquer their territory, their ports, and uh, their assets. Now, now let's come to the most important question of the day, that is, why is foreign policy an important aspect in budget 2023? So we all know, I mentioned earlier also, China is playing a very negative role. It is competing with America uh, to become a superpower. So what is it is just giving funds, giving loans to to small countries, and then when those small countries are not able to pay back those loans, it becomes a bad debt. And then what China does China does it is it captures the assets of that country, like ports and airports, air bases, and other things. Also, our neighbor, or we can also say our son, Pakistan, which is continuously which is continuously doing uh, which is continuously promoting terrorism. So we can counter Pakistan by strategically allocating funds to the neighbors like Afghanistan, Iran, so that we can counter China and its terrorism. And last but not the least, yesterday only I heard a news that India is now ready to make payments in rupees to Russia and Bangladesh. Why?